I grew up in a small rural town in Kentucky, the kind of place where people don't lock their doors and everybody knows your name and your business. My family had been in town for generations. The Holloways were known for our cattle farm, our honesty, and our Sunday church potlucks. My father, Thomas Holloway, was a Vietnam veteran, quiet but strong. My mother, Alice, was the heart of the house, warm, patient, and full of life and me. I was their only son, Jacob. I was 28 when everything changed. I had just returned home from 5 years in Nashville, where I had tried and failed to make a living as a country musician. I came back to help with the farm after Dad had a mild stroke. I figured I would stay for a few months, save some money, maybe give Nashville another shot later. I didn't know that life had other plans. That is when I met Clint Rollins. Clint wasn't born in our town. He moved in with his uncle after his parents died in a car crash when he was 16. From day one he had a reputation: quick with his fists, quicker with his lies. He ran with a rough crowd and most folks kept their distance, but he had a silver tongue and a way of looking at you that made you feel like the center of the universe. I didn't trust him, but my sister Emily did. Emily was younger than me by 4 years, sweet as spring water and too innocent for her own good. She had dreams of being a teacher and was working at the local elementary school. Clint saw her at a 4th of July barbecue, and by August they were inseparable. At first I thought it was just a summer fling, then he proposed 2 months later. I tried to talk to her. Emily has no good, I told her one evening, sitting out on the porch as the crickets sang their song, "Has not right for you." She laughed. "You don't know him like I do. Jacob has been through so much, he just needs someone to believe in him." Maybe she was right. Maybe he did need someone, but not my sister. Still, she married him. The first 6 months were fine, or so it seemed. Emily came to Sunday dinner smiling, though quieter than usual. Clint never joined her, said he was too busy. He always had work, odd jobs, security gigs, landscaping, but something felt off. He would flash expensive watches, drive different cars, talk big money, while Emily still clipped coupons. One night Emily showed up late to our house, mascara smudged and her wrist bruised. She said she tripped. We didn't push, but we knew. I followed Clint one night, saw him meet with some guys in a dark parking lot. Money exchanged hands. One of the men opened a trunk full of small boxes, maybe pills, maybe worse. I took photos and showed them to the sheriff. Sheriff Dean was an old friend of Dad's, but hesitant, said without hard proof of drugs his hands were tied. Then came the fire. One cold January night the barn burned to the ground. It was our family's main cattle barn. Over a dozen livestock were killed. I was sure it was arson. A neighbor said they saw Clint's truck near the property that night, but there was no proof. No arrest was made. The insurance took months. Dad's health got worse. Mom cried herself to sleep. We were barely getting by. Emily stopped coming. I called her. No answer. I went to her house. Clint answered the door. He was shirtless and smirking. He said, "She doesn't want to see you, Jacob. Let it go." I saw her through the doorway. There was a bruise on her cheek and her eyes were red. I swore I would kill him. But I didn't. Not yet. In March, Emily was taken to the emergency room. She had broken ribs and a concussion. She told the nurses she fell again, but they didn't believe it. They called the police. Clint was arrested. He made bail in just a few hours. By the time I got to her hospital room, she was gone. She checked herself out and disappeared. Clint's trailer was empty. So was his uncle's place. People started talking. They said Clint had connections in Tennessee, maybe even with the cartel. Emily was either hiding or worse. We filed a missing person report. Weeks went by. Then months.